We're not going to use any of the next 6 checkbox edits in our play format, but you need to hear about them at least once so you'll know they're waiting for you if you need them. I had mentioned batch balance in an earlier lesson about verification codes. Batch balancing is used along with conditional verify to save keystrokes if a batch of work is in balance. Demonstration of this feature is an advanced Unibase, but I can at least let you know what I mean by balancing. Sometimes your jobs have dollar amounts to be keyed, and since none of us wants to lose track of money, the customer will add up the money amounts for each batch and give you the total. Sometimes they attach the adding machine tape showing the total. If a keyer is accurate and has keyed all the dollar amounts correctly so that they add up to the total on the adding machine tape, the verifier won't have to verify the dollar amounts for that batch. Even better, if the batch isn't in balance and the verifier corrects an error somewhere in the middle of a batch, that means the sum of the dollar amounts now matches the given batch total, verification of this field is bypassed for the rest of the records in the batch. Conditional link is one of those features that occasionally proves very useful. If a job has more than one record format, you specify the linkage between the formats in a standard job. For example, we have a standard job called survey, and it shows the linkages sequentially among 12 different formats, with the 12th format leading back to the first format. Other jobs may link sequentially through 1 or 2 formats. Then they stay on a format for a detail line until the operator overrides the linkage by selecting another format. This type of linkage is often used in keying inventories, where store and department information are put on separate formats from the detail line inventories. Every once in a while you get lucky and have a job where a particular data item can be used to link to the correct format to be keyed next. That's what conditional linkage means. When set to Y, the number keyed in this field is used to retrieve the next format to be keyed instead of following the linkage in the standard job. The operator is saved the keystrokes as well as the decision time of selecting the correct format. We've covered almost all the checkbox edits, but this one is the checkbox edit to end all checkbox edits. If everything you see here isn't enough, you can code this checkbox edit to call a field edit program and do whatever your brain can think up. You can call the edit when the operator exits the field by coding a Y. You can call the edit before the operator starts the field by coding S, or you can do both by coding B. At one time all you had was Y, and the program was sometimes called a field end edit because you called it when the end of the field was reached. You can change the order of the fields keyed by the operator. Default is left to right, top to bottom. If you put numbers in this field to designate that you want the fields keyed in a different order, you have to put a keying order number in every field, even hidden ones. But this is far easier to do in Paint the Screen. Relating the field number to a keying order number without a written list is like trying to pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time. AuxDup is for auxiliary duplication. You assign a number, usually 01, then key the text for the auxiliary duplication. Then, if the operator presses the AuxDup key combination, which is to hold down the Shift key and press the dup key, the text is dropped into the field and the operator is placed at the beginning of the next field. This checkbox edit might be useful if you had an item that occurred quite often for a field and you wanted to save the keystrokes of keying it, but not want to use in any MIT field because having to turn auto off messes up the keying rhythm of a job. An unusual situation, but useful at times. And this checkbox edit is sure easier than trying to program it into a field edit.